You're listening to Opinions and Beer. I prefer mead. You sent me to hell, Jason.
I really just want to make everybody jealous.
I'm a person from Earth.
Listen, what are we talking about?
I reckon it sounds like Opinions and Beer.
You can do it, Dingo.
Oh, I'm good.
You're the smartest dumb guys I've ever met.
You're missing the best interview ever.
Just one more time.
Man, it's just been some piratey of a week.
It has been a piratey week.
Very piratey week. Because this is Opinions and Beer. Well, that's
Woo.
not because, I guess.
I guess Opinions and Beer, the podcast wasn't a contributing factor in our piratey week.
It was.
It was.
So yes, we are on Pirate Week. Obviously, mentioning pirates, we have pirate-based inspired beers throughout the week. So far, every day we've had a Floridian or a pirate-based beer. Today's beer of the day is brought to you by Heavy Seas Brewing Company. It is TropiCannon Citrus IPA. It is a IPA with blood orange, grapefruit zest, and other natural flavors. What are those? What do you?
Lemon and lime.
Is that what natural flavors mean?
I mean, yeah. I mean, they're trying to keep it tropical, and that's all that's left. Yeah.
I mean, what makes? Why do they say natural flavors? They're trying to hide something. I guess. Oh yeah, I guess.
No,
the
they're just
secret
saying
ingredients.
it's natural.
You think it's? You think
They're
hiding
saying
it
it's
'cause
not
these
corn syrup and
these
sugar.
secret ingredients.
I'm saying I think it's when they say natural flavors, they mean we didn't just pump it full of sugar and corn syrup.
It is 7.25% alcohol by volume. Tropicana, the unbound wanderer with a sense of adventure, a refreshingly fruity, citrusy twist on an American IPA. Its bold citrus flavor will set you adrift in a tropical paradise.
That's kind of a contradiction in American Indian Pale Ale. An IPA is an Indian Pale Ale.
Right.
American IPA is an American Indian Pale. Is it
Yes.
American or Indian?
It's an American version of the
or
IPA.
is it? Then that's an APA. That's an American Pale Ale.
No. IPAs.
You know what? No, I had a Mexican Pale Ale. It was horrible, and it was called an MPA, not an MIPA. It wasn't a Mexican Indian Pale
There are
Ale.
American Pale Ales.
Oh yeah, but this is not an American Pale Ale. This is an American Indian Pale Ale.
To let you know that they added the hops. They made it very. They tried
From
to,
India.
They tried
No.
to make it bitter,
Yeah,
like
an IPA.
India's like it.
Yeah, like India's like India's
India's
India's like it.
the Indian trading.
You can't
company.
call them Indians. That's racist.
Trading
You have to call them Indias.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
The trading company.
I don't know.
India.
Oh, the West India Trading Company.
Is that what it is?
I don't wait. Doesn't that have something to do with pirates?
Does it?
No, wait. That was in Pirates of the Caribbean, and now I can't remember.
Should we interview that guy?
Who? The
No,
West
no,
Indian
no.
Trading Company?
No, he was in the first movie though.
Which
Should
one?
we interview him?
The dude who was the leader of the West Indian
No, I think
Trading
it was a
Company.
fisherman.
Yeah. Oh, wait, you're talking about you were in prior contact with someone who was a fisherman in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's just that they're
But
trying to.
he was also. That's what I was trying to get you to remember earlier.
An employee in the West Indian
No,
Trading.
did you remember? You remember Dodgeball?
Yeah, he was in there.
Well, he applied. I haven't messaged him back, but he did apply to be on our show.
And he was on Dodgeball as well?
Yeah, he was the guy that was checking out Justin Long's character and was all like,
So.
"Hey, yeah, you get that truck now."
Oh, well, that's interesting. I would love to interview this guy.
And I think he was. And then he was also, because he had like a jacked up truck in that movie, and then in the very next movie he was in, he also had a jacked up truck in Herbie Fully Loaded.
Oh, yeah?
So maybe it's the same character.
No,
Shared
no.
universes.
I like little things like that.
I don't know. But no, it's just funny that I just thought it was cool that we're talking about pirates, and then someone from Pirates of the Caribbean applied to be on our show.
Indeed.
Applied.
And I'm super stoked about the interview we have coming up with the pirate expert.
Yes, Miss Gail.
Yeah.
Could you give us a little brief update on Miss Gail?
Well, Miss Gail is feeling under the weather at the moment, and very much so, it sounded. And she says she will contact me as soon as she's feeling better. So let's hope for speedy recovery.
So in light of that, we're going to try this beer.
That I have in a skull-shaped glass for, like,
it smells so
the
fruity.
pirate
It smells like
thing.
bubble gum. You know that tropical bubble gum? What's
Yeah.
that tropical bubble gum flavor?
I don't know.
What's the flavor of it?
I don't know.
Might be orange. Is it orange?
No, are you talking about a tropical flavor or a brand?
Maybe it's tropical bubblicious or something.
Oh man, it smells good. It smells like
that bubble gum.
it's gonna be too badass, and I'm just gonna chug it.
What? No, it's probably gonna be. Hopefully, it's a little bit.
Like I was saying before.
I wonder if the IBUs are on this one. It might be 45. Look, keep talking while I look up the IBUs.
Okay, well, I was just saying that I chose a skull glass because we're doing a pirate themed stuff because that matters.
Yes.
Because obviously everyone can see us right now.
Tropicana.
What do you mean everyone can't see us right now?
Oh, I bet you it tastes like Tropicana.
Tropicana? I remember. Yeah.
Get it? And because it says TropiCannon, so maybe it's Tropicana.
It's a play on words.
The IBUs.
Look, let's taste this beer.
No, the IBUs. IBUs.
We've been
It
talking
is
for
45.
20.
The IBUs are 45. I think
25
all these beers,
minutes.
I think all these beers have the same IBU rating. Let's see if it's.
Yeah.
What is it? Try it.
All right. First a little sip. Oh, it is bitter. Thought it was gonna taste just like a fruity, sweet, tasty soda. It tastes like a
Fanta.
beer. Just like Fanta beer.
Yeah, Fanta beer. Like Fanta with hops. Bitter Fanta. Tastes like bitter Fanta. Is that what you're getting?
Yeah.
Look at that orange.
Yeah, that blood orange is strong, isn't it?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It says it has grapefruit zest in it. I think I'm tasting grapefruit zest, but I'm not gonna lie to you and say that I am. It's more of a thought. Is it too bitter for you? It's only 45.
No, but it's hitting straight, way too close to that taste of like Dayquil.
Oh!
Yeah, now that I say that, you're like, oh.
Not NyQuil, but Dayquil. You're
yeah,
right.
Yeah. Like,
I was trying to think of the medicine it might taste like, and it might be, yeah.
It's some Dayquil.
Is Dayquil oranges or is it blood orange?
I don't know. It's whatever it was. Whatever Dayquil was aiming for, it fucking failed. But
What percentage of alcohol is Dayquil? Is it high?
7.25, ironically. No, I'm joking. No, what do you mean percentage of alcohol? There's not alcohol in Dayquil.
Dayquil's thick. That's probably the difference. This is like thin Dayquil.
Yeah, it's like thin Dayquil that's refreshing.
Hey, Dayquil's healthy for you. I can drink some Dayquil.
Fucking cheers to drinking Dayquil.
No, I'm gonna stick with the Fanta. Because there's only some. It's that bitterness I think that leads to the medicine taste.
Yeah, but it's like I said, it's the orangeness. It's the bitterness and then the orange flavor.
Right.
And that just reminds me so much of Dayquil. And like it's obviously like it's a good refreshing drink. And as I predicted, like I've just been kind of chugging it. And my head is spinning.
What?
Yeah, no, well not like seriously.
Oh,
but,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I can feel the difference between like this and like a 5% alcohol.
Yeah. Man, so what would you rate this beer?
I'll give it a 7.
A 7. I'm gonna give it a 6. Nice little 6 there. Maybe a 5. 5.6. 5.6 would be good.
It's refreshing and
I give it no zest out of 6 blood oranges.
my ratings often they bounce all over the place because with my mood. Like I'll give like a beer a rating and then give like the same exact style of beer a completely different rating because I'm like no I like it. So do you have any in your brain? I bet you do. I think you've mentioned it before.
I think we mentioned this before in general in a previous episode, but sometime in
Henry Jennings.
sometime in June.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were going somewhere else
Sometime
with
in
that.
June, we're gonna do a half year, like a top beers we reviewed
Oh, like top beers that I love
that
entirely.
we like so far. And
Can
then
you-
The next half we'll do the next half, and then we'll
are
see
we-
which one.
These beers that
we'll choose
we
like a top
pick?
5 of the years.
Now, do you think you can get a hold of any beers that we got in the past?
Some are
Like-
some are seasonal, so I don't know. Depends.
Well, like, yeah, but like, say it's like, oh, like, I really like this beer, and it's not a seasonal beer, and it's like,
Yes.
like, yeah, no matter, like, yeah,
I think
can you get that Scottish ale?
that should be doable.
Yeah.
I think that's sold all year.
I think about it every day.
The Scottish ale.
Yeah. Oh man. And like when people like just like and just to create conversation ask me about my show, and I'm like, oh yeah, I love talking about my show, our show, your show,
Oh, God.
the show, and I'm like, I'm like, oh yeah, I love to talk about it, and they're like, oh yeah, like, well, what was your favorite beer? Like, I'm fucking Scottish ale. Man, it was like a beer shake. It was thick and frothy and creamy, and it's just like, oh god, it was so good.
So
And it was so smooth. I'm
So
sorry,
smooth.
this episode is not about
no,
that.
I know.
We gotta move on.
And also, we may be trying Cause of Death soon, which is there's only 3 of them left in the world.
So you gotta straight up hit up the guy to hit up like there's a cause of death dealer basically.
Yeah.
And he's like he's got the only cause of death on the
Yeah,
planet.
and apparently a lot of like beer. I don't even know this. I didn't know this. I need to subscribe to it, I guess. Apparently, there's a craft beer magazine out there.
Oh
somewhere.
man, let's get on that cover.
Apparently, there's a craft beer magazine out there, and everyone that owns all the craft beer magazines have been trying to get this beer.
And you have hopes of being one of the people to get it?
Well, yeah.
Is it being auctioned?
No, it's 100%. We're just he's giving it to us. We're
you done
drinking
talked
it with
to
him. We're drinking it with him.
When is this? Monday?
Should be Monday night. Yeah.
Dude, I will call. I will call in. I was like, man, maybe I shouldn't say that on the show, but it's
Yeah,
too
'cause
late. It's already
there's
left
only-
on.
yeah,
Like, I will orchestrate getting that day off. But if I do not, I'll be like,
Because this is the beer that I told you that that because this guy used to have one of the biggest beer podcasts, and he had the Samuel Adams Brewmaster on the show, and they do a yearly thing where it's like they have a beer, it's like $50-$70, and it's like really high in alcohol content.
yeah.
And he was like, and this guy was kind of like trying to like poke at it, like asking him about the brewing process, and the Samuel Adams guy wouldn't tell him. He would just be like, well, that's all
Top secret.
yeah,
If I tell you,
yeah,
I gotta kill you.
yeah, well, that's confidential, whatever. And then
Only me and Jason Bourne.
and then
know.
he started like describing how he did it, and the guy couldn't say nothing because it was exactly, he couldn't admit to anything because it was exactly how they did it.
Oh man.
So it's like a secret, because what you do is basically you power your yeast, and you end up making, literally they're called super yeast.
Like you were saying, you make the yeast into you treat it like a virus. You said.
You have to make it survive the alcohol, because apparently alcohol, the whole thing with alcohol is that it kills yeast at some point.
Yeah.
So you got to make yeast.
The longer
that
the
are
yeast
tolerant.
survives, the higher the alcohol.
Yeah, because it eats sugar.
Yeah.
The longer
yeah.
it eats,
the more
alcohol.
Yeah, the more
produces.
sugar it turns into alcohol.
Yes.
Science, motherfucker.
And apparently, one of the ways that he was able to do it was using Beano.
The gas medicine?
Yeah.
Well, now that just makes the beer weird.
No.
Yeah.
Apparently it's super smooth, and everyone loves it.
Everyone just loves the Beano beer.
No, it's not
Yeah.
Beano beer. They're like drops.
I will
It's
be
like a drop.
incapable of thinking about anything else while I'm drinking it now.
Well, then
I
ask
hope
him.
you're welcome.
You can ask them.
Yeah, I'll be like, yeah, so like, you know,
like Beano.
yeah. Drink this and they'll
God.
Beano farts.
That's funny. But
Well,
hey, I want to talk about the news real quick.
okay.
Real quick, some news.
The news and piracy?
Pirates are next.
Okay.
The whole last little bit of this.
I've been waiting for this pirate
I know.
shit for like the
Actually,
last 30 days.
Fine then.
I will cut you.
I'll hold off.
No, let's talk about news. I totally like.
I just want to say Robert Patterson, Batman.
Oh, dude, I wanted to talk about that. Yes, yes, indeed. I don't know. Much like.
And now it's the
I feel like I'm growing.
High School Musical girl.
It's gonna be
Catwoman.
Catwoman. Man, what is this after the Ben Affleck, the Batman that's coming out?
No, that's not coming out.
Good God, they fucked that
That's
up
what this
even
is.
more.
That's what this is.
This is turned into that.
Yes.
I thought it was still like coming out like with Ben Affleck.
I'm telling everybody that that this will only work for me as a Batman Beyond.
Dude, I thought about that. I know, but I don't
It's
think
all
it's
young actors too.
And
it's all the young, well, not young anymore, I guess, but like younger actors.
Someone online had the greatest idea of bringing Michael Keaton back as Bruce
that'd
Wayne,
be awesome.
And him be old man Bruce Wayne, and what's his name? Cedric Diggory.
What?
Robert Patterson. Robert what?
Yeah, Robert Patterson.
Yeah, he's Cedric Diggory.
Yeah.
Anyways, so like, he would play Terry McGinnis and not Bruce Wayne, you know, and that would work. But because that would work, and because we all want it, I guarantee you that's not what they're doing. You know?
No. Why does Harry Potter wear glasses? You think he'd have a spell for that?
Hold on, I got something for this. He's not the brightest.
Who? Harry Potter?
Yeah, he's not, and so it just never, ever dawned on him to do that. Like, I'm gonna fix my fucking eyesight. No, and like too much shit was going on. He's just like, you know.
Why would you say he's not the brightest?
Someone probably told him.
He's not smart.
Nah, he's not dumb, but he's just not like just too much was going on at the time.
Okay.
And he's not so like his deep into like those kind of thoughts that would occur to him during any of the shit going on in the series. You know, like I can imagine someone like after like his Voldemort's dead and all that shit's over and he's just going on with a quiet life. Someone would be like, why didn't you ever like actually fix your eyesight? And then he will look as dumbfounded as I did and be like, why the fuck didn't I? Because just like the moment
his glasses always getting like
broke and he keeps fixing those with Reparo.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's some magic spell to fix your eyesight.
Yeah.
But another plot hole in that is like I think you see wizards with glasses all the time.
Okay.
Like maybe there isn't. Maybe there just is not a fix your eyesight spell. Which sounds like total bullshit.
Because there's a lot of spells for like weird stuff, like not dying.
I know, right? And they totally mend your bone with this. They can,
See?
and there's potions to regrow your bone.
What?
If some idiot accidentally fucking disappears your bone with the wrong fucking spell, what, you ain't seen Chamber of Secrets?
No, I haven't. But you're saying they do have the technology.
They have that
fix
kind of crazy. Well, let's
ligaments.
not use the word technology.
They had the magic to fix ligaments.
Yeah. Yeah, so like they can fix an eyeball. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I think anything that's scientifically possible, wizards can
Should
do
be like
with magic.
Yeah, and if there's something you can do with science that magic cannot do, then no, y'all. Obviously, Muggles are superior. Yeah.
But so what's your favorite? I remembered you mentioned. Robert Patterson sparked my mind, and this is the big topic I wanted to bring up. So we're gonna bring up this topic and get into pirates.
Okay.
Okay. Favorite Harry Potter top 3.
Top 3
Harry Potter films.
Going in 3, 2, 1, like 1 being most favorite.
3, 2, 1.
It would have to literally be ironically. Let's start with 3. It would have to be. It's such a weird order to put them in like in my favorites because it's so chronologically out of order. Because it'd be 6, 3, 7, 6, 3, 8. Because the movie.
Your favorite movies?
Yeah. Because like
Okay, if the books didn't.
No, 3, 6.
If the books
3, 6, 8.
If the books didn't.
3, 6, 8.
If the books didn't
3, 6,
exist.
8. I'm changing my answer. I don't know if you're acknowledging that. 3, 6, 8,
8.
not 6, 3. Yeah.
If the books didn't exist, what would it be?
If the books didn't exist?
Yeah.
that answer was if the books didn't exist.
Oh, really?
Because my answer was 8 for the movies, because that's part 2. But that would actually only be 7 for the books. So if the movies didn't exist, that would change my answer. But if the books didn't exist, my answer still stays the same.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was just saying, I wanted to see, do you think, obviously
Oh,
not for
actually,
you.
wait. If we were to talk about the books, I think 5 would replace 6. I like the 6th movie better than the 5th movie, but I like the 5th book better than the 6th book.
What I'm getting at is, would movies be better had they not have source material? Like, if we weren't judging movies based off the source material they're from.
No,
would
not
movies be
necessarily. Because once you set your freaking ego aside,
And this all is about the Aladdin movie, obviously.
yeah.
Or it's culminating to that.
Once you set your ego aside and stop tripping about what they changed or left out, and just judge it as a good movie,
Well, that's you.
I would like everyone else to also be the same.
I guess so.
No, but I'm just saying, because the whole thing is writers for novels think differently, like in a very fundamental way than movie makers do. So if you take away the source material, then you may never come up with the stuff that would be there otherwise. Like the Harry Potter universe may be like way more shallow and stuff and I love this series. I'm not knocking it in any way, but take John Wick for example. They there's this assassin. There's this whole like underworld of assassins,
right?
That they have fun with, just kind of vaguely showing you like the tip of the iceberg of that world.
Well, every
know?
episode you get
A little more. Yeah, and that's because they're like thinking this ship up on the go, and they haven't thought of everything yet.
Right.
But whenever you're going from source material, someone's already thought of everything already.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about when it's like a remake?
Like
when the source material is a film. I guess that's
like
it's the same. I guess
a remake of a movie that was a adaptation of.
Like just the whole Aladdin flag. People are the biggest critiques I'm seeing from Aladdin is that it's
Jafar looks like shit.
That's not what the biggest the biggest critique exactly. But the biggest critique from Aladdin is that
it doesn't look like copy and paste from the cartoon.
Yes.
That is bullshit, because that's what you want in live action. I don't care about like, oh no, we're gonna rethink it, we're gonna redo it.
But
no, you leave it the goddamn fuck alone.
If that Aladdin cartoon didn't exist, would the Aladdin movie look good? If you didn't have
maybe a little, Jafar, no, well, like yeah, but
you wouldn't know.
I can't think that. I can't think that. Yeah, because I do know that the Aladdin cartoon exists, and I can never exactly. I can never imagine what the impact of the movie, what kind of impact the movie would have on me without the Aladdin cartoon, because I have seen the Aladdin cartoon. Now I just got like I would never have this image of Jafar in my head going into seeing this movie that was completely original if the cartoon didn't exist.
But if you watched the movie and you went to
and I would still think
reviewed it,
Jafar was not intimidating.
But what?
Jafar would still like fail to live up to my expectations of a villain.
Oh, okay. You think okay?
Because he's just looks like a prissy poon.
That's modern villains.
Doesn't mean I'm okay with it, and it's
But you wouldn't know.
Is that modern villains?
You would think this is yes.
No.
Yes.
Give me 21 examples, and I will still say no, because I don't care. Because like that's just bullshit.
What's the most recent one I remember?
That's just like no, like you gotta be.
It wasn't. Maybe it was Hercules.
This whole anti-testosterone.
There's always like these like a small feeble villain is all just like
anti-masculine.
It's all more like
it's part of the anti-masculine movement.
Well, yeah. Well, villains now are more like like masterminds kind of.
Yeah, I dig that, but
they more have like the grand
what
plan.
movie was that? Yeah, there was a movie that was like
There's been a
big
bunch,
thing.
a bunch.
Where like that was important, like, and it's even brought up, like, well, that's because like I'm the mastermind villain, not the fucking evil man. That was a big theme in the movie. It was just a moment ago.
It's been themed.
But I'm talking about like just like a moment ago, like 5 minutes ago, Hollywood time.
For the last 5 years. Last 5 years has been that.
Yeah.
Name the last.
Oh no, it was like I was watching a review over movies, and they were like basically talking about exactly what we're talking about. How it's been a thing for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Or at least the last couple movies.
It's just odd.
Like, who were they talking about? They was like, oh, well, he's more of a mastermind. No. Pirates. Pirates. There were some of them were more of a, see, now I'm drinking too much, and now like I gotta like rely on knowledge that it's just not gonna come to me because alcohol won't let it.
We're gonna do a pirate quiz real quick.
Some pirates were masterminds.
We're gonna get deeper.
Segue.
We're gonna get deeper into films, and so I like to tease. Next month is all about films and hours and hours talking about old films, the new films, and technology changing, and how people are portrayed and how things are written, and the differences between generations.
And how rich people can now fold their cell phone in half and put it in their pocket.
And apparently it breaks really easy.
What?
Apparently it's breaking real easy.
Like when you fold it?
Yeah. Because
that would be like the most. That would be like.
It might be heating up or something. Something's going on, and it's just fucking up.
Oh, but what about like? Last time I seen this, I think it was just a concept. Like if it's available to the public, I think like Donald Trump and Oprah have one. That's it. No,
oh really?
No, but there's TVs made of like the same flexible glass material that you can roll up like a yoga mat.
That's cool.
Yeah.
They make a jacket that can turn into a backpack.
Well, that's easy. You just add a compartment on the back with a zipper. That's not the same level of technology, Adam.
The jacket.
Oh, yeah. Like, I'm talking about fucking glass. You can roll up like a yoga mat, and you come at me with a jacket with a hole in it.
That can be a backpack.
Oh, yeah. I got a windbreaker at home. I can turn into the same thing.
They make waterproof ones, too, now.
Oh, well.
Waterproof jackets that turn into a backpack. Waterproof backpack.
Windbreaker with a hole in it.
It'll have a hole in it. If there's a hole in it, it would fall apart.
No, you just, like, make a little slit at the top of the back of the windbreaker. Then you can put shit in there. And then, like, also put a towel on top.
No, but you don't have to wear the jacket. It becomes a backpack.
Like, you take the jacket off and it becomes a backpack?
Yes.
Slightly more cool than what I was imagining.
But like in like one of those like tiny like one of those like weird
hipster backpacks?
Yeah, the hipster backpacks.
Yeah. It's a very piratey episode, Adam.
Hey, all of our...
You know what? That's just your opinion.
No.
Because all we have here
shut up.
is opinions and beer. Opinions and beer.
Okay. Pirate. This time for the pirate quiz. We're both going to be participating. I haven't looked at any of these.
I'm going to do better
answers.
than you.
I bet. Pirate quiz.
Nah, I don't know.
Question number... Remember, none of these questions pertain to the Pirates of the Caribbean movie at all. So...
All right. Like
Robert Louis Stevenson wrote Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. But he also wrote this popular pirate story. What is it?
Okay, Google.
Oh,
no. I'm joking. I want to say Treasure Island.
Okay.
Can you click on them and see the answer?
Yeah. Let's
not waste no time.
Treasure Island.
Yeah. I knew that name.
Okay. Question number 2.
False.
Pirates.
God, I shouldn't say it out loud if you're playing.
Pirates made you walk the plank as punishment. Well, I mean, why do you say false? Isn't it in every film?
Absolutely false. That came from Treasure Island.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and was never actually displayed in real life. Me and Gail were talking about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let's see. False. They just hacked you to death and threw you overboard.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, this is a child's play. I thought it was like a real...
It is a quiz. Who were sea beggars? A. pirates' children, B, Dutch pirates, C, stowaways on the ship, or D, a term pirates called a shark?
I don't even know this at all, but I'm gonna just venture a guess and go with D. I can see pirates calling sharks that.
D, you say D?
Yeah.
We'll see. It is B, Dutch pirates.
Fuck the Dutch.
Fuck the Dutch.
Yeah, they would be sea beggars because they're just like I think in my opinion, just because out of like, you know, when you think about like, you know, each kind of like country had their own culture of pirates, you know, and like, you know, largely the Pirates of the Caribbean's like, you know, just your swashbuckling buccaneer pirate that was like, you know, a lot of them were English, you know, and stuff like that, and it's like, so you got like, in my opinion, you know, like everyone has their own opinion of what pirates are coolest, you know, you got like the fucking the English pirates, the French pirates, and the Spanish pirates, and people, you know, Dutch is always at the bottom. Yeah,
that's funny.
I think Portuguese is cooler. You know,
which animal did pirates use to bribe officials? A, parrots, B, monkeys, C, turtles, D, exotic fish. I'm gonna say B, monkeys, because of the Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
I'm gonna say D, exotic fish, because that's like, think about like as an official.
Oh yeah, you might want exotic fish.
Yeah, because
for what? They don't have fish tanks back then, do they?
Oh, goddamn, good question. Let's see. God, you might be right with a monkey.
Parrots.
Oh, that's where. Dude, this is a bullshit quiz.
Why?
No one knows what the fuck animals gave what the fuck officials for what the fuck bribe.
Someone did know. I bet you.
Someone's like,
we should ask.
Like it was common, but no.
We should ask Gail these
yeah,
questions.
and she'll probably say the same thing. Like there's no common, like, you know, there's no common animal to give to officials as a bribe.
Apparently there was.
Pirates didn't tell other pirates, like, bro, give them a parrot and you'll be straight. You know, like, bro, you know, like,
can you imagine, like, fucking pirates? Like, I really gotta.
And he's like, I don't know, dude. Like, I got a turtle and a monkey. No, dude, I tried those. It's parrots every time. You know?
He's like, yeah, man, I got some business on the mainland. He's over there trying to catch a parrot. So I got some business on the mainland. I gotta catch this parrot. Sorry, I can't go to the luau.
Yeah, this is like clickbait quiz.
No, it's not.
Yeah. The captain of the ship was often... Okay, so we have to read out all these answers, because the captain of the ship was often the most educated, the most experienced sailor, the one who gets the most votes by the crew and elected as captain, the wealthiest. Adam, what's your opinion?
C.
Yeah, it's C.
I know this because I was told that they invented democracy.
They didn't invent...
C.
They didn't invent...
They were so democratic... They voted for the captain. They
voted for everything. Yeah, they were the most democratic, but they weren't the first democratic. The Romans created democracy.
The earliest pirates were A, Greeks, B, Romans, C, Vikings, D, Danish, or E, all of the above.
All of those are wrong. Because
the earliest pirates.
The E would imply that
they're all the earliest pirates.
Yeah, but then there's an earlier pirate
what?
That's not it. Like there were Egyptian pirates. There's been pirates as long as there's been.
Vikings are older than Egyptians.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
The Mayans are the only civilization older than the Egyptians.
And then where did the Vikings come from? There was other civilizations.
Completely irrelevant. Vikings came way later. No,
there were. Have you read the Bible?
All right, the Vikings come AD. All right, whatever years the Vikings freaking started, the first freaking Viking was the year blah 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 AD. All right, not BC, but Greeks, Romans, and also the same with the Danish. The Danish don't predate back to BC, but the Greeks and the Romans do. But the Egyptians predate both the Greeks and the Romans, and just by like. I don't even know how many years.
You want to see what the answer is that they gave?
Oh, they'll probably say all of the above. I don't even know or care.
Each dominated different areas of the world.
Of course they did at different times, but there was Egyptian pirates.
They all started the same.
There was
same time.
There's pirates in like the year 1000 BC.
Pirates wore fancy clothes made of silks, velvet, taffeta, etc. True or false?
Well, that's weird.
Do they wear fancy clothes made out of silks, velvet, taffeta?
Very few
What's taffeta?
did.
Taffeta.
That's what Calico Jack was known for, and that's why Calico Jack got the name Calico Jack. But not every single pirate did. Mostly the captains were the only ones that could afford that shit.
So, are you saying false?
I don't know.
The answer
Let's
is...
see what they say.
True. They got their wardrobe out of the trunks of clothes they stole from wealthy passengers.
That'd be true. Because, even if, they'd steal enough clothes for everyone to get some badass clothing, I guess, you know?
The most notorious pirates were from the South China Sea. Their leader was Captain Ching, who formerly was
Dude, that's another thing. The Chinese pirates, I know exactly where this is going. The Chinese pirates predate anyone on the list above. I don't know. Maybe not Greeks and Romans, but you know.
Yeah, they were alive during China.
Were the Greeks and Romans? But were the Chinese alive during the beginning of the Greeks and Romans?
Everyone was alive at the same time.
No.
The Tower of Babel, they split them up.
There were no Chinese way back then. There were Mongolians and shit like that.
Tower of Babel split them up. I read it.
The Tower of Babel split up a lot of fucking people, but none of them were Chinese.
It's everybody.
There was no.
They had to come from somewhere.
Oh my! They did. They came from like Mongolians and shit.
Where'd they come from?
Goddamn Mongolians!
Where did the Mongolians come from?
They came from like the Sand people. No, I'm just
Mongolians
saying
fought
shit now.
Chinese people.
I know, but
So
like,
how does that make sense?
Dude, I'm guessing here, but I know for a fact that there wasn't always a China. There wasn't like the year. Oh wait, no, there wasn't always
It's
a
all in
China.
the same area.
Yeah,
China's in the same part of the world. It's Middle Eastern.
China's not Middle Eastern.
Are you saying that there was never always a Japan?
No, there wasn't ever always a Japan.
Yeah, Japan.
There was a period of time whenever,
Yeah,
like,
Japan.
let's say the time of the Bible.
Japan.
Let's say when Jesus,
Japan's new.
when Jesus was getting nailed to the cross, there was not samurai soldiers and shit like that.
That's Japan.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Japan didn't exist.
China was Middle Eastern.
And there was no
China's Middle Eastern.
There was no Chinese dynasties.
part of it.
There was no Chinese dynasties while there was Roman empires.
Yes, there was.
Was
There's
there?
a whole movie about it.
Oh yeah. I'm guessing here. I'm just kind of like I
Did you watch
feel
that movie?
like I think this.
There's a whole movie about the John Cusack, and he meets up with Jackie Chan to fight dragons and shit.
All right, let's move on. You're killing me. I'm drinking this Dayquil beer here.
The most.
Oh man, that last one. Oh yeah.
Was he Boy
hold on, wait.
Prince?
The most notorious pirate was from the South China Sea. Their leader was a Captain Chang, who formerly was a boy priest of.
A boy prince and 16.
Formerly was a woman after the sex
a
change.
woman, a samurai, an enslaved. an
Wait,
escaped
South
slave.
China. What most notorious pirates were? Oh my god! I feel like the answer is a woman. There's a Chinese woman who became known as the Queen of Pirates, and
Captain Ching. A woman and a prostitute from Canton.
yeah, but dude, this quiz is retarded. She was formerly a woman, being like saying like she's not now a woman.
She wasn't.
Now she's a man.
How can you say that when there's transgenders?
Oh my god! Because it's the year fucking 280.
She can choose whatever she wants to pirate.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, Mary Reed posed as Mark Reed, her brother, who died in the war.
Yes. I just read that too.
Fine, I guess I won't tell you the story. Or I won't tell our listeners the story because you read it already. You stopped me with yes. Like, yes, I know, Keenan. No.
That was her husband.
No, that's her brother. But yeah.
Women?
Huh?
It was two women?
Well, there's Mary Reed and God, man, like only because of alcohol, I can't remember the second one.
Another woman too.
Yeah, Mary Reed and God, what is her name? I just can't think of it.
No, she was one of the first.
Well, the whole thing was like Calico Jack was with
What's with her?
No, it was with the other chick.
A typical pirate plunder was A, doubloons, B, spices,
And Bonnie.
C, pieces of 8, D, tobaccos and silk.
Wait, what?
A typical pirate plunder was A, doubloons, B, spices, C, pieces of 8, D, tobacco and silks.
Well, that's not fair. There should be like an all of the above answer.
A typical.
Tobacco and silk.
You think they sell tobacco and silk? D, tobacco and silk.
You know what? Like, we're doing this like all wrong. Like, we're not keeping track. Obviously, I'm winning.
No, I know. I just felt like we should go over these questions.
Yeah, okay. I thought
We're
we're doing this so uncompetitively.
Yes.
And as a matter of fact, I was like, I caught earlier that I was like, man, I don't know the answer. And then whenever you said the answer, I was like, oh yeah. And then I totally started going off like I know what I'm talking about, but like I only like knew that because the answer was there. I don't know. Just like, you know.
Did you want it to be competition?
No. I'm kind of glad. I think
it's fun just talking. Like,
I'm not very
I
competitive.
think it's fun talking about the question.
But fuck you, I'm winning.
I think it's fun discussing the question.
It is, and the bullshit of this quiz. You know?
A pirate is someone who robs and plunders on the sea. So what is a privateer?
All right, well, let's see there. Let me answer that without even looking at the selections, and then we'll look at the selections.
Okay.
A privateer is someone who's given a letter of marque, which gives them complete legal opportunity to plunder and ransack enemy ships of the nation of which gave them the letters of marque. All right.
It's B. So the choices were A, a pirate with 5 years of experience or more. B, a pirate with a letter from the king to attack enemies of their country. C, a pirate who's a citizen of no country and plunders on his own. D, someone who buys pirates' goods to sell in his store. The answer was B, he has permission to plunder via the king's enemy ships. Piracy began in A, 1450, B, 1550,
Yeah, man, fuck
C,
this quiz.
1650, or D, 1750.
BC. 1750 BC. No, 1450 BC.
No, that's early piracy. It's not piracy yet.
Yeah, that's not like the swashbuckler piracy, which I wanted to say. Like probably even just like. Well, then if they're talking about like the typical like Pirates of the Caribbean, Treasure Island, swashbuckler, Buccaneer piracy, I'd say C, 1650. But then at the same time, that may not be the right answer due to the fact that piracy actually started in like 600 BC or some shit, and ergo the closest answer would be 1450.
Okay, democracy pirates.
1650?
Okay, 1650 is democracy pirates. Let's see. 1650!
Yes, yeah.
So good! You know your stuff. You know.
Buccaneers were pirates too. It's like, no, let me stop you, Adam. I know about that. No, I'm joking. You
can read it.
No, I'm just joking.
Buccaneers were pirates who A, operated in the Caribbean only, B, operated off the eastern U.S. only, C, operated off England shores only, or D, all of the above.
This fucking quiz.
What?
Do you have any?
What were Buccaneers?
Do you have any beer I can drink besides that horrible shit?
No, I don't have any.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I've been broke.
Oh yeah, me too. I guess I'll drink an enchilada beer. No, jokes. Not doing that.
Buccaneers.
Buccaneers were not any of those. The closest answer would be A.
Caribbean only.
Buccaneers were outcasts who started to gather on this island of Hispaniola or
Hispaniola.
Yeah, I want to say something like that. Like I can't remember because I've been drinking. But they started to they would catch deer and like they would dry out the meat and they would make like this kind of deer jerky.
Yeah.
And it was called like Buchanan, and Buccaneers literally translates into maker of deer jerky. And then all those people would like they were to stop them or something like that. Like the French started killing off their game and shit, so they didn't have any deer to turn into deer jerky and shit like that. So they started raiding nearby ships, and then they'd raid it. Like a ship would stop to get some deer jerky, but they didn't have any because of the fucking French or some shit like that. So they fucking just kill everybody on that ship and take their ship and then use that ship to go pirating, and then hence Buccaneers being pirates. You know?
So you say A.
I guess that's like
Let's see.
nothing like what I said.
A, Caribbean.
Well, yeah, because the island of Hispaniola or whatever it was.
The Caribbean.
Yeah, it ended up being like the island of like it's where Hades is now and shit. Oh look, yeah, the Hispaniola.
In the book Treasure Island, what's the name of the ship? A, the Hispaniola, B, the Corsair, C, the Good Fortune, or D, the Conception? I don't even remember Treasure Island, do you?
Yeah, I remember the whole book, just not the name of the ship. The Hispaniola or the Good Fortune.
I'm saying the Corsair. The Hispaniola!
Yeah, I know. I thought it was something like it's very realistic and authentic, you know, like the Hispaniola.
Gilbert and Sullivan wrote The Pirates of Penzance in 1879. It was first written as a poem. True or false? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't fucking
What's
know.
Pirates of Penzance?
Probably true.
False. It was written as a play.
Oh, whatever.
Who was the star of the pirate movie Captain Blood? A.
No one
Errol
fucking knows.
Flynn.
Charlie Lahine. Leyland.
Clark Gable.
Clark Gable.
Let's say Clark Gable. It's Errol Flynn.
I knew it the whole time.
We already know this one. It said it up there.
Yeah, it's
Is
A.
it A? Yeah.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah,
My bad.
It's dumb.
The famous pirate Henry Morgan justified his actions because he carried a commission on him at all times by the governor of which country? A. Panama, B. Jamaica, C. Bermuda, D. Puerto Rico.
B.
Jamaica. Correct. How'd you know that?
I just know everything about fire. I just like because for one he became the what do they call this something fancy like the not exactly the governor of Jamaica. It was like basically a fancy way of saying the assistant governor of Jamaica.
Right.
You know, so during that time he definitely had a letter of mark on him from Jamaica.
All right, we got 3 more questions, and we're gonna do the last 20 as an actual quiz with everybody involved. Hopefully, next time around. 18 question 18. Pieces of 8 had the Spanish coat of arms on one side and this on the other side. A. 3 ships representing the Spanish Armada. B. The Queen. C. Pillars of Hercules at Straits of Gibraltar. Or D. A cross.
Dude, I don't fucking know.
The pieces of 8.
Yeah, I like.
What's the pieces of 8? Tell me what that is.
Like I have a pieces of 8 at my house, but like on like both sides. Or
The same?
No, I just remember only the Spanish coat of arms, which obviously that's the one side it's not questioning you about. I want to say is like, I think my pieces of 8 being fake has the Spanish coats of arms on each side of it.
You think?
Yeah, so I don't know. So it's like the Pillars of Hercules, Straits of Gibraltar.
Hercules! You're right.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Escaped black slaves from Panama who helped Francis Drake fight the Spanish were called A. Cimarroons. B. Black.
Wait, what? Escaped black slaves from Panama who helped Francis Drake. Escaped black slaves from... Okay, as a group, black slaves from Panama who helped Francis Drake were called...
Oh, they weren't called Black Goons. Commoner. Oh, is it...
Pomeranians?
I'm going to say C. Commoners. Because I've heard that before. Commoners.
I'm going to go with D. Pomeranians.
A. Cimarroons.
Totally knew
Never heard
that.
of
Alright, well, I know. At least I know who Sir Francis Drake is. I bet you don't.
Last question. Steven Spielberg produced a pirate movie titled...
The Goonies.
Steven
What?
Spielberg did that?
I feel like he did. No, I don't know.
Steven. He did make a pirate movie. What was that? Is it Treasure Island?
Probably.
No, no, maybe. No. Robert Crusoe, maybe? No. What was it he did? I don't know. Let me look. Last question. F it. Hook!
Oh, man, we're not counting that. That's not a freaking pirate movie. It was a movie with a pirate in it. It's not a pirate. I'm upset with this. Fuck your quiz, Adam.
Hey, that's just your opinion.
Wait, is the episode over?
It is.
It is. That's tragic. I hate that we have to end these things. We just can't keep talking forever and ever and ever. But hey, that's just my opinion.
And that's fine.
Is it?
Because this is Opinions in Beer.
Today